So, Sean Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. And today's topic is how to prevent injuries in your swing and how to be aware of when you're causing your body wear and tear for nothing, and being aware of the strains that are happening in your swing. So, as you may have noticed throughout the videos, we're talking about how the arm club unit is tracking gravity, and the body, its purpose is to create a proper frame and making sure that this frame is never in the way in both directions. So what I mean by frame is that I'm forward, I'm in my solid posture. When I'm swinging back and through, this body posture allows me to skip across the ground in the direction of my target, okay? If my body posture changes, then the frame, doesn't allow me that consistency in my contact and in my direction. So the body stays centered, it stays forward, it stays in its posture throughout the swing. So the body's purpose, get out of the way, stay forward, stay forward. So now let's examine when you're feeling strain in your wrists, in your shoulders, in your elbows, right? Now, if the body gets in the way, let's say I'm taking my backswing and I don't allow my body to turn, immediately my arm club unit is going to crash into my body. Immediately the right arm is going to collapse around my body, and then all of a sudden my grip starts to come apart. So I'm going to feel strain in there, okay? And because the grip is falling apart, the hands are rubbing on the club, I'm going to have all kinds of blisters on my hands, all because I'm not letting my body get out of the way in the backswing. So if you feel that your arms are collapsing, or if you feel that your grip's coming apart, make sure that you allow the body to turn in the backswing. Wonderful Golf Digest article on Tom Watson in October's issue, and Jack Nicklaus is telling how Tom Watson responds to the swinging of his club. Well, the club swings this way, Watson responds and gets out of the way. The club swings that way, does the same thing. And in the article right next to that, Tom Watson talks about how he lets his hips turn in the backswing. So allow those hips to turn in the backswing so that your arm club unit can stay intact and in front of you. If you don't, now you start getting some strain in the shoulders. You start putting your biceps into your pecs, and you keep crashing your arms into your backswing. So that will take care of the arms. Same thing on the way through. If your focus stays on the ball, the body stops where the ball is. It's like if I'm skipping a stone on water, skip the stone, body gets out of the way because my focus is out there. But if I take the stone and throw it toward the ball, notice how I didn't have to open up? Of course not. That's my target, so my body will face the target. So now your body's facing the target, crash, arms crash into the body, and now you got the chicken wing going on. The club is collapsing into your wrist, so your wrists are starting to hurt like crazy. And then you start getting some neck issues and right rotator cuff issues because body quits, arms collapse, and then on top of that, you're trying to keep the head down with the ball. Boy, man, I tell you, that's a lot of work and a lot of pain for nothing, okay? So we get out of the way, and then the focus is on the target, so we allow the arm club unit full freedom to swing toward the target. No more chicken wing, no more collapse. Wrists and hands and everything staying in place. So now we've got an arm unit that's been completely released from any kind of strain. We got more width in the swing, more distance, all that good stuff. Now let's go to hips, knees, and ankles. And if you go to my Golf Pro lesson, leg and footwork, I got Scully, my skeleton that we have here at the Academy, and I'm explaining how the legs and the feet work in conjunction with how the hips are turning out of the way and underneath that rib cage and pelvis, right? So on the backswing, as I turn properly out of the way, everything stays on the inside of my right foot. If I slide because I'm trying to hit the golf ball, everything goes to the outside of my right foot. I'm going to get some strain in my ankle, in my knee, and in my hip. Now, as I try to overly shift my weight, so I'm thinking about body parts and I'm trying to shift my weight, my right side collapses into my left side. Now I'm hurting my hip, knee, and ankle from this way. So if you go feet together, you'll notice how the legs are supposed to work. The suction cup stays. You go to my Golf Pro Lesson feet together drill and you'll see how the knees, feet, and hips stay stacked one on top of each other. And therefore, when your body stays stacked, everything stays in place and your muscles don't start pulling away at your joints and everything flows nice and smooth. You go feet apart, body turns out of the way, body returns out of the way, and you'll feel how everything stays on the inside of that left ankle. So when we talk about, you go to the tilted spiral part 1, 2, and 3, we're bracing against the left side, not on top of the left side. So if you're on top of the left side and swinging forward, then you'll have a tendency to go to the outside of the left foot, and that's where you're going to get the strain on that leg. So the head always stays on the inside of that left ankle, back and through. So notice now, on my follow through, my head is still a little bit inside my left leg, and it feels like I could put a lot of weight through that left hip, knee, and ankle without any strain whatsoever, okay? So that'll save you that grief there. Now, as far as the lower back is concerned, you know, if you throw your body out from underneath you, let's say you're in your backswing, you get stuck on the right side, and then you throw the legs through, you're trying to fire the right side, well, you're just taking the pelvis and you're ripping it out from underneath you. Now the upper body's going this way, lower body's going this way, and your back's gonna hurt like crazy. You wanna feel that you're able to whip the club effortlessly without the help of your legs. The legs are just there to support. They're not there to thrust, okay? And that you'll see in my feet together drill and my one leg drill. Notice here, if my right foot's off the ground, I can't thrust off that right side, but yet I'm hitting a 7-iron 180 yards. So, once everything is coordinated, let me finish this video with this way. Mo Norman, best ball striker who ever lived, is also the guy who hit the most balls in his lifetime than anybody else. And what he used to do when he's hitting 1,000 to 1,500 balls a day, after that day he'd go and soak himself into a hot tub and feel which muscles were getting strained, which muscles were sore. And then the next day he'd find a way to not hurt those muscles. So all of the things that he did, like he was hitting balls every day, some days he'd come onto the bus and he looked like he was slaughtering chickens all day because his hands were so bloody. He understood how to mold his swing around how his body worked. And that is why he became such a great ball striker. And we learned a lot from Mo Norman. And this is the same way here. I studied the human body and its anatomy inside and out, so I know how not to hurt it. And I realized a long time ago that the human body was designed to swing the golf club. It's a phenomenal tool to play golf. So enjoy that.